right? You will get an IB, and then you will get a mentor. These are not the same thing. They are sold as the same thing, but because you will get IBs that are selling themselves as traders. And most guys start off as traders, you know what I mean? But they see the business opportunity in it.
Because what brought us in this business was trading before IBs, before deals.
Yes.
It was the interest of these charts.
They want to post blue screens, but that doesn't reflect your trading.
Yeah, is your blue screen, is your screen blue for the last 2 years? From my experience, I've seen a lot of good traders, but they suck at being IBs. They suck at mentoring. Yeah.
Cape Town gave us something different.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, I think, sure, like a lot of people, I said this 2 years ago, is I feel Cape Town was very quiet in the Forex industry. Quite a few years back, you wouldn't find much traders, no IBs and stuff like that. And I think now there's much more springing up in Cape Town.
Yeah.
You know, much more, so much more.
Yeah, no. Cape Town, FMAS, we're coming back again next year. Yeah, do you think, so we've been asking people this question, do you think Cape Town FMAS should just do Sandton and Cape Town in the same year?
Nah. I think they should take turns.
Turns,
right? But I think the one city or region that is not very much tapped is KZN.
Yeah.
Especially within the FX space. I think definitely there. A few years ago, I had a seminar there. And usually when people do seminars in a place, they do one big seminar, they speak, they sell their product and then they leave, you know.
Yeah.
And so the seminar was on a Friday, and I stayed the weekend and set up meetings for the weekend, you know, one after each other and everything like that. And to just find out, listen, especially this was in Durban, it was very untapped here. You know what I mean? There's almost no brokers' offices and everything like that. Not a lot of specific IBs. There's only a few, you know. We're asked, is it just the market? Is everyone quiet, or does no one just want to come here, or is everyone focused on Johannesburg? You know, whereby it was there's not a lot of guys that is invested there, but there's so much talent there. Honestly, in terms of trading, in terms of because the skill with trading is not just trading. You know, especially when an IB or when you a mentor. You have marketing skill, you have sales skill, you know what I mean? Some guys are into graphic design, some are IT guys, you know what I mean? So it's not just, and there specifically, I believe there's a lot of young talent that is not noticed, you know what I mean? Whereby, I mean, if you give people a specific platform to prove themselves, you will find some good talent, you know?
Sure.
One thing I'm understanding what Robin is saying, you can't just be an IP.
No.
Yeah. I'm with my famous friend here. He's about to tell you about a broker. You need to listen to him and you need to sign up. Use the link down below on the description. Also use this promo code for 100% bonus. Industry 100. Come, tell them about it.
Alright guys, I'm going to tell you guys about Octa today, a broker that actually respects its traders. No commissions, no swaps, spreads start from 0.6 pips. You earn it, you keep it, no hidden costs, no games. Just clean, fair trading conditions designed so that you can earn more from every trade. Octa is also FSCA regulated, so that means that your funds are always safe. And on top of that, withdrawals within 90 minutes. Your money when you need it. Now use the link in the description below or else. And I think I've always seen it like an IB is just an IB, but now you're mentioning that an IB has got other skills. An IB must be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't just hop in here. Yeah, we know we sell it as some sort of like it's a business, whatnot, but you like now you're being really specific with it.
Yeah.
You're being like super specific with it.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I never thought about it that way.
For me, this is just personal opinion, right? Sure, like you will get a trader, right? You will get an IB, and then you will get a mentor. These are not the same thing. They are sold as the same thing, but because you will get IBs that are selling themselves as traders.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You will get mentors that is selling themselves as traders. You know, but these are not the same thing. These are three. If you look at it, these are three very different things. You know what I mean? From my experience, I've seen a lot of good traders, but they suck at being IBs. They suck at mentoring. We have seen. We always see good IBs.
Yeah.
That suck at being traders and suck at being mentors.
Mentors, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what's the role of a mentor is to pass something down to another person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Such as the trading skill. But I mean, if you don't have the trading skill, how can you pass down something you don't have? You know?
Yeah, we're having open. He's already preaching. Yeah. No, powerful. I think it's something that we also discussed the other day about mentorship. There's so much that this industry offers, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on opportunities.
Yeah.
All they want to be is either trader, mentor, or IB.
Yeah.
You know, and
But I think most of them just want to be mentors.
yeah, mentors is like it's like back in the days, everyone wanted to be a policeman and a nurse, and but like the way you're putting it, I'm just thinking that, look, we get approached by a lot of people that wants to do our flyers, design, and it's a business opportunities for many, IT as well. Yeah. So not even organizing events, it can be a lucrative business, Exactly. Just organize events for the industry. Yeah, exactly. And make money. I mean, we have it in the music industry. Yeah. Where somebody just organizes events and is making money out of it. Exactly. It's an opportunity. So guys, don't say we didn't give you some tips. We can close.
I'm actually having a small chuckle because you're saying back in the day, everyone wanted to be policemen. Yeah. Right? But it is easy to be a policeman when you're not shot at. And same with the IBs. Yeah. It's easy to be an IB when no one is kind of shooting at you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Sure. Because I mean, if you speak to a lot of the guys you're having, and not in a crowd, right? Not in a group or anything like that. If you speak to them one-on-one, and you really dissect their specific knowledge. Right? There's a lot of times you'll see this guy does not really know much about trading. Sure. He knows like the basic things, just enough so that he can get by. Because who are you teaching? Newbies. Guys that don't know, they don't know. So what you teaching them, that's what now they know. You know,
and that's what they believe. One blind man leading another blind man.
Exactly. And sometimes they're not even blind men, but for me, like I always say, if you're trading, let's say like a 10,000 Rand account. Sure. Right? You're risking, like 500 Rand per trade. There's still a risk that you can lose money. And most guys start off as traders, you know what I mean? But they see the business opportunity in it. And whereby this deflects them now again from the trading side. You know what I mean? Because if you have one person on your IB, that person is active, they blow their account, they trade, you're earning rebates risk-free. You know what I mean? You don't have to trade and wait for a setup and do all of these things, you know? And most of the guys, because, and sure, like we'll probably get deeper into it later, but most of these guys, they get into this business to generate new money. You know, and why, like I say, new money is because guys fund their accounts with 1,000 rand, hoping to make 10,000. You know, but not to compound their money, not to use it as an investment tool. You know what I mean? So they're there to fund their lost 1,000 rand to make 5K so that they can buy groceries or pay school fees or do whatever they need to do, you know. And out of that, it's like if you see a business opportunity, right, you will take that business opportunity.
Sure.
You know, and I think it's on the topic of these differences, like not many people, they don't intend to not know trading and be an IB. But I mean, because they got into the business side of it, they saw a gap or and they basically took advantage of that gap, you know. But neglecting, hey, I still need to build my trading skill, you know, whereby, I mean, it's very easy to get lost. It's very easy to get lost in. Very easy, because I've seen a few IBs, they're making $10,000-$20,000 a month. When you ask him, hey, what do you think about gold? That guy doesn't even know what the gold price is at the moment, you know, or in the last week, or he can make up something because he's a salesperson. But when you actually listen, you know, and then, I mean, for everyone, I'd say especially like if like people actually listen, you know what I mean? Just listen with intention, you know. I think definitely we will face less challenges when it comes to scammers, FSCA warnings. I'm sure you guys have seen the list that was released, I think, yesterday or today.
Yeah.
It's a long one, you know, another 20 names that was being warned. So
Of the guys in our industry?
Yes.
Familiar names there?
Yeah, quite a few.
Oh.
Quite a few.
You want to.
I will gladly read every single name out there.
Sure. Do you have maybe the article, or do we have to go to the website straight?
Let me find the list of names.
Oh, we've been busy. Yeah, we've been very busy.
Have
So
not
we
had
haven't.
any time.
Yeah, someone sent it to me. It was in a group. Someone sent it to me.
You find that we are busy checking, and maybe you're like, MJ, you're busy checking. You're also there, buddy.
Not that I remember, actually.
Yeah.
There was a few interesting characters there, though.
Oh, yeah?
There was a few interesting characters. The one thing I liked, I think there was like two new brokers. New brokers I've not seen really before. Like CFI made the grand appearance. XNES as always at the big booth.
Yeah.
But the nice thing I liked is that brokers were more interactive.
Yeah.
Brokers were more interactive. You know, some guys had like interacting activities at their booth. You know, IC Markets came with a little race car type of thing, and IFX had also like a little game that they had there, and a few others I know had quite a bit of, how can I say, interacting competitions, you know, like fund your account with X and win something.
Yeah.
You know, so which is quite the norm. But the one thing is for me, it's because, you know, at these seminars, like at these events, when working for a broker, your one instruction is to get all the IBs and traders to come to your booth.
Yeah.
You know, have them open accounts, have them fund their accounts.
Okay.
That's your one instruction. And I was not only in like in SA, but in Dubai as well. Like I was at the EXPO in 2021 in Dubai as well, and that was the instruction. You know, all these guys that is not sponsors and that came through as traders and IBs, bring them to the booth, you lock them in there, and you get them to fund their accounts just then and there. And of course, the guys have their their specific sales tactics, so to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
you know, as to get them there, you know. But the one thing I've seen this year is that actually that is not the core focus. You know what I mean? Especially from the exhibiting guys, and actually the panel this year was actually, there was much wider range of topics. You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
And it was very educating. Honestly, it was very, very educating. I was there for like quite a few of them, and one I liked most was actually it was the prop firm panel. That was the prop firm panel, and because I think like a lot of interesting things were happening in that regard, especially when it comes to prop firms, man.
Yeah.
Because that, I think that's been one of the main topics for like almost the last 2 years now. You know what I mean? It's been, I mean, it's a great tool. It's a good tool.
Yeah.
Are prop firms giving brokers a run for their money?
Currently.
No. Yes and no. Yes
Okay.
and no. Yes and no. There's a lot of prop firms that they're not independently operated. There's a lot of prop firms which for me it's smart. It's smart, and this is coming from the business side. If we remove the consumer out of the situation, but just from the business side, I think it's smart because there's a lot of prop firms that is operated by brokers. Right? So if you have a broker, of course, you want to add the prop firm. Like function or feature to your broker, right? But of course, you don't want to align the two images together. You want it as two separate entities. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, there's quite a few brokers actually who as their prop firm. You know, I think IC Markets has a prop firm. ATFX, they have their own prop firm. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys that are brokers, that it's their own prop firm. You know, so I would say that they are giving brokers like a run for their money, but the brokers that don't have prop firms. These are the brokers they're giving a run for their money.
Yeah.
But if you align your things side by side, and why I say from the business side it makes sense, because when someone wants to trade, where do they open an account? With a broker or a prop firm? You know what I mean? So when you have both on your book, so to say, then most likely they're either opening like an account with your broker or with your prop firm. You know, and the smart thing these guys are doing now is they're saying, okay, cool, your payout, we will pay it to your trading account at the broker. You know, we won't give it directly to you. We'll pay
You'll
it
have
on
to
your...
draw it from the broker.
Yes, you know what I mean. And being humans,
You will want to
guys,
trade.
yeah, guys get a $2,000 payout there. They see the account, they're like, maybe I can double this. NFP is now there.
Yeah.
You know, people are
Smart.
greedy. You know, people are greedy. You know, so they're thinking, and when you say it, it sounds a bit harsh, but when someone has traded for, let's say, 2 to 4 weeks to get this payout, people are willing to risk it with one news event. You know,
Yeah, sure, definitely.
with one trade. You know, but yeah, guys, it's really like a game changer. Like especially, I mean, there was a very new prop firm at the event also that spotted the panel, and the encouraging thing is that there's smart guys behind it. You know, they're very smart in first of all, like the technology that they are using, the risk management framework that they have for their prop firm, because many people think it's just I have my CRM here, I have the server, buy an account, I give you a demo, and there you go. You know, but there's so much things happening in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of the closing down of IG just before AFMAS?
For me, that came as a very much of a shock.
Yeah.
That came as IG, they are the, for me, it's like they're the old wolves. You know, they're the old wolves. The guys that is long standing in the game. It's you know, and the nice thing for me is that there's not a lot of retail traders trading with IG. You won't see an IG IB link.
That is so true. That is so true.
No, and they have the one thing that I love about IG is that they have a standard. You know, you have a like I'm not sure exactly what's the minimum like trading account, but if you want a proper trading account there with like with IG, I mean the minimum you're funding is 100K. You know what I mean?
Friends.
Yeah, so the minimum you're funding is that, but the way of them doing their business there, it's the same. How can I say? It's the same things that you trade, but IG doesn't have 1 to 2,000. 1 to 5,000. I saw a broker 1 to 10,000. You know what I mean?
Leverage.
Yeah, these guys they are very strict with like serious business, you know, and there's a lot of institutional guys, institutional asset managers who use IG, and I mean with them leaving SA, I think sure for me and you maybe we're like it's fine, but there's a lot of asset managers that is now scrambling and looking for like a new liquidity provider for them, you know. So I think it will have a massive impact on those investors. It will have a massive impact on them. Of course, now I believe if you have an offshore account with IG, you can still trade with them. I believe it's just their ZAR accounts and the SA entity that is of course now closing. Yeah, but massive impact, and I mean, I don't know what it says about South Africa that these guys are leaving, you know.
It's a tough business. I think it's tough business for brokers this side. We're actually talking about it last. I think a lot of brokers tend to look at the industry right now or the Southern African market, and they say, oh, okay, it looks like it's happening over there. Guys come here and then they find out that it's actually tougher than what you guys thought it was. Yes, it's a gold mine here. That is true. Because trading is, I think, at its peak right now, and I don't think it's going to stop. It's going to keep rising higher and higher. And I think in as much as that's happening, at the same time, brokers are trying to retain their clients. New brokers are coming in. Too many new brokers have come in the past 2 years. I don't know how many brokers have come into the country in the past 2 years, and obviously the pie, everyone's trying to get their piece of the pie, and you people are realizing that to get your piece of the pie is actually it's costly.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been in talks with a few people from like other brokers asking, what's your opinion on South Africa, and how do they get started here maybe, or what's the game plan? Because most brokers come in here with a specific game plan. Okay, we buy some media, we do some social media ads, they have a marketing plan, they set up office, they get some regulation. And when they come here, they have their sales guys ready. When they come here, they are met with a guy driving down the road with a Lambo saying, buy my course. And then they approach that guy to say, listen, partner up with us and XYZ. What are they met with?
Can a
Pay
broker
my rent. Pay my core installment.
Can a broker actually survive? Okay, apart from that, we'll remove the institute, the liquidity providers. But can a broker actually survive in our industry without IBs?
I believe yes.
Pure marketing.
I do believe so. I do very much believe so. I do believe so, but it takes longer. Right? With IBs, and I mean, you will see the trend. With IBs, most IBs, there's a lot of IBs, they constantly have to look for new clients, right? with the broker, depending on how they're marketing with no IPs. Yes, if you provide good education, right, as a broker, you will attract people that actually wants education. You know what I mean? Why I say sure, like that it will take longer.
Yeah.
Is that there's not a lot of people that want good education.
Yeah.
Very sure, like it's very strange to be saying
Sure.
that actually.
Yeah.
But we live in a society of instant gratification. You know, if I'm sure like the three of us, sure like MJ says, listen, I only give signals NFP, PPI, CPI, but you will triple your money every news event. You come and say, listen, we give signals every day. You give 5 to 10 signals per week, XYZ. You know what I mean? Then I come and say, listen, I will provide education for you, proper education. This is 6 months like of studying and practicing and everything like this. But you will only net, let's say, like 30% per year. And I mean, people can comment down below on where they will go to. You will get 100 clients. You will get maybe 70, 60 clients. But me, I will get 2 clients.
Yeah.
I will literally, I'm sure, like from that pot, I will get 2 clients.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the real question, or the real question is, in 2 to 5 years from now, right? That same amount of clients, who will be trading after 2 to 5 years? Your clients or my clients? You know what I mean? Because your 100, 3 months from now, you need a new 100
Exactly.
clients. Your 60, sure, like 3 months from now, maybe 50 left.
Sure.
With my 2 clients, providing them proper education, and these guys will stay with me actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, and sure, like we touched briefly on this earlier, and sure, we're gonna go deeper into it now.
You can.
Is that the consumer that is looking upon the IB or the mentor or the trader, you know, these 3 people,
Sure.
is that they come from a point not of investing, not
Yeah.
of I want to compound my money, but of like a point of instant gratification.
Sure.
I want to fund my account on Monday to withdraw by Wednesday. You know what I mean? That's why even brokers, they marketing themselves as get instant withdrawals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this can be attractive to people that want to fund their accounts on Monday morning, like trade CPI and withdraw by the afternoon. For them to hustle some more Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because Friday is NFP. And for them to fund again and withdraw again, because why? Like I need money on the weekend to go flex something, or to buy groceries even, maybe. Because not a lot of people just they really come in with a desperate need. You know what I mean? Like I spoke to someone, this was about 2 months ago, and sure, like we were just speaking about trading, you know, he went to fund his account with 2K. I said, okay, cool. Like this is something to practice, you know, like 0.01s, maybe like choose your setup and everything like this. And he's like, but like someone told me with 2K I can make 500 Rand, or I can make 1,000 Rand. And I asked him, listen, personal question, how much do you have in your bank account? And sure, like he was hesitant. Of course, he didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
After about 5 minutes, I was like, just personal, I won't tell anyone. He's like, this is last 2K. I'm like, wouldn't it be better you want the cash for groceries, wouldn't it be better to buy groceries with a 2K than to put it in your trading account?
It's like the groceries won't make him the extra money.
But afterwards you're sitting with 0.
Yeah.
And now what must you do now?
Yeah.
You must go find 2 friends to refer, be an IB now. out of desperation.
And it's costly again to do that. And I think we undermine the cost of getting clients. Because as IBs, I think IBs mostly undermine the cost of just getting clients, that it's time consuming. You could have done something with that time, But I think why in Africa in general, or let me just say South Africa, I think brokers are struggling a lot with retention.
They don't focus on retention.
They are not. And why is that? I actually want to find out. Why is it?
Because you see, we're going to get personal here with some brokers.
Yeah, no, that's why you're here.
We're going to get personal with some brokers. And I'm sure, not to mention, zero names, you know. Not to mention zero names. I don't want, you're sure, someone knocking on my door tomorrow. The thing is, why brokers don't focus on retaining a client, right, is because for them it's easier to get a new client and for that new client to blow their money than to provide some proper education for an existing client or proper tools for an existing client, right? Because if you look at a lot of the influencers, the brokers that they're promoting and things like this, there is some form of education, surface level education, right? But to be very honest with you, a broker is not interested in you making money.
Yeah.
Right? Sounds very harsh.
Yeah,
But
I hear you, but I've genuinely sat down with particular brokers, very few brokers, where they we prefer to have one client trading for 5 years.
yes.
It's a long-term
Yes.
strategy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
it's
it
not let's get that money now.
Yeah.
They'd rather have MJ trading for 5 years with them because they understand where the value
Exactly.
is. That if MJ keeps trading, MJ has the right education.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like I said, very few.
Yeah, it's I would say I'm sure the majority, right? The majority or a big portion of them, right, is they're not interested in you making money, right?
Yeah.
They are really just interested in you blowing, refunding, right? There's a very small portion, like you said, that is really invested in their clients, that to keep them as a long-term client. You know what I mean? Because they know we benefit from your volume, from your actual trading activity.
Sure.
Because if you look at it in the sense, there's pure B-book brokers. If you fund $50 with them, the most they can make from you is $50. Right? Sure, from that one deposit. That's the most they can make from you. But with an A-book broker, like a STP broker that has a specific liquidity provider, right? His earning potential on that client is unlimited, right? Because you can, $50 worth of spread. That you can trade quite easily. You know what I mean? And let's say $1,000 account, you can trade, let's say $10,000 worth of spread.
Sure.
But it comes with time. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said previously, is that, there's a few brokers, you have to be in it for the long term. Because these things take time to generate volume.
Yeah. Does it then explain why you get a lot of brokers not being sustainable?
Yeah.
It's because of that modeling that let them deposit, they blow.
Yes.
But people are going to get tired either way.
Yes, exactly.
Because people are going to think, we've been blowing with this broker.
Yeah.
People always have this illusion that there's something wrong with the broker. And they want to jump. They always want to jump to the other one.
Yeah, because always the broker.
It's always the broker.
It comes down for me, right? And this only made sense when I look deeper into the psychology side of it. As a human being, right, you tend to blame something else
Yeah.
rather than yourself. Like at this point, just be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that cannot even be honest with himself. You know what I mean? That's where, especially where guys are starting to get delusional and things like this. But if you just really that core side honest with yourself, you know what I mean? Because when someone funds 500 rand, they full margin, they lose it on a news event. The broker spiked me. This happened, that happened. This happened, or whatever happens, you know. The first person they blame is the broker, right? And maybe even the mentor. He gave the signal. But he blames the broker. Guys, this broker, I'm moving next week. Everyone is gonna move with me.
Yeah, even the internet service provider at some point.
Yeah,
you know, the way we can stoop to that level. And, I'm losing because when I tried to close, this position was not losing. It's the internet.
Exactly.
We're always looking for somebody to blame. But I think, in a nutshell, I think the South African brokerage market, especially the CFD market, they're forgetting where brokers have been there before.
Yeah.
Not even at the CFD level. You have your old brokers. They've been there for many years, and they've been sustained without IBs.
Yes.
Without link, nothing.
Yes.
And think about it. They're brokers from 1996.
Yes, brokers that forged relationships with their clients.
Yeah, and they're still there. And you ask yourself, from 96 to date, what made them sustainable? That you want to come and crack the system by, let me get the few influencers, give them the IB link, let them bring money for me. It's a short-term game.
Exactly.
You're not going to be sustained.
Exactly, because if you my client, right, and I, my one objective for you is that you trade for as long as possible. I will provide you with everything you need so that you make money and that you trade for as long as possible. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's what I will do.
You know what I'm thinking? Have you been in a situation where a lot of guys talk about, I can never leave my bank?
Yeah.
Like, you have certain people that will say, I've been using this bank since the 90s.
Yeah.
And like, they are so loyal.
Yeah.
Beyond.
So loyal. They never want to change it. But we don't get that in our space. Like, when are we going to come to a point of someone saying, I've been with this broker for 10 years now? It's hard in our industry.
Yeah.
But what these brokers have done back in the days, I think they've created a relationship with clients and media platforms as well.
Yeah.
You know, they have that relationship. They don't just rely on social media. They know that when we do certain things, we know how to cause the market to shift.
Exactly.
But I think, again, brokers, when they come in the country, I think the other thing they overlook is the basis of market research. Study your market.
So true.
They don't want to spend money there. Like, it's a matter of, okay, fine, we want to come in. Like you said, like most of them, they ask you, what is that we can do? So it's a matter of word of mouth, but they don't want to put a team on the ground.
No. They don't want to, like you know, if I look at, sure, like a lot of other companies that, I mean, even if you start up, you know what I mean? You start small, you scale, you take your time, you know? Within the brokerage industry, guys they think it's just a plug-in. You know, where they can just plug in, we will attract everyone, and then boom. You know what I mean? But to actually forge these relationships with people, with clients, to build trust, to build loyalty, takes a long time. You know what I mean? It's like we can't just, and with IBs as well, I mean, it's easy, man. It's easy. You sit with an IB, you show him. Right, let's go to a club. Here's a few bottles. We have the liquidity for you. You know, we can sustain your lifestyle. Right, like us as the broker to the IB, we can sustain your lifestyle. Bring your clients here, you will live a good life. You know what I mean? We'll take care of you. But what message is the IB selling to the client? You know, what type of clients are being attracted to you as a broker? You know, these are not the guys that are, I mean, sure, like it is much easier to prey on the desperate. You know what I mean? It is so easy because if you show someone that doesn't have much you show him like a nice car and everything like that, and tell him, come do this, you will be like me, but first give X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Yes, they use the rule, you have to have money to make money and X, Y, Z, but the problem is your money that he deposits, like his money that he deposits, that's the IB's income. You know, that's how he bought the car, not through trading.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand and I fully support, especially the FSCA, that is really sure, like they're starting to take a grip on this industry, right? Sure, with the warnings, with the fines, with saying, yes, if you giving financial advice, who are you to do it with zero education because you're playing with people's money? You know, get a qualification, you know, have some supervision, you know what I mean? Have some oversight by the FSCA. And guys went even further to say, you too busy, let me manage your funds, account management. You know, guys doing that, they're blowing people's money. I mean, it's people's hard-earned money.
Yeah.
You know, and I think especially with them doing that, then really, yes, brokers are coming in, but they're going to leave just as fast. They're going to leave just as fast because if I can tell you broker A has looked at broker B and saying, but if these guys can make it, then let's let us take a shot as well. We have better marketing or anything like that, you know? But when it comes down to like specifically, like for me, it's like a moral thing. Who does it affect? Especially the end client.
Yeah.
Because after he has lost his money, he has to go home. You know, he has to sit there. The IB, they're making risk-free money. You know what I mean? The broker, they are basically capturing P&L. For them, I mean, they don't see you. They don't see you. Like you are MT5 number X, Y, and Z. They don't see your name
until you deposit a large amount of money.
Yeah, that's when they take notice.
That's a tricky game, though. Eh?
That's when they take notice. But now it doesn't have to be like this.
Sure.
For me, it does not have to be like this, because. And sure, like why I say, like, especially for brokers, some brokers. Sure, like when I say brokers, like I really do mean some, because there's quite a few good brokers out there. There's a lot of good brokers out there, right? There's a lot of good brokers out there, but there's a lot of brokers that is, how can I say, they are what they call bucket shops. You know, they're just a face. There's no real. Like LP, there's no real risk management that has gone into there. There's no real thing in the background. You're trading demo one way. Even if your thing says live, it's demo.
Yeah, but you know, is it a sickness or maybe we need a special medicine? It's like we have this spirit of being attracted to being scammed, man. Like, I'm just thinking one time I was doing a radio interview and I was talking about red flags.
Yeah.
Of being scammed, like brokers, individuals.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking on radio. I'm giving these people signs, red flags, and solutions. And we had a moment where people were calling.
Yeah.
I kid you not. We still had people calling. Okay, fine. We hear you. How much should I start with? I want to invest, and when am I going to get it?
Yeah.
Like, I literally just said 20 seconds ago, don't give brokers money. Don't give individuals money.
Yeah.
Right? But still, and I kid you, there was not one person.
Yeah.
2 individuals called. Yeah, I want to know more about this Octa thing because I want to deposit, and how much is the interest and how long?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if it's lack of listening or like what is really going on.
It's for me, it's a combination. I think it's a combination of things. If you look at someone's background, really, if you look at someone's background, and we touched this on the last podcast we did, where I mentioned, I believe that the barrier to entry is too low.
Yeah.
To this thing, you can fund 20 rand. yeah, you won't have much margin to trade, but you can trade. You know, you can fund $100. You can, you know, like I really believe the barrier to entry when I started trading, my first trading account in 2014, very first trading account, the minimum to deposit was $250. And even me, I was looking around to shop for the broker with the lowest minimum deposit, right? Because I wanted to try this thing. I didn't want to put like both feet forward, you know, because I did not trust it. You know, it was very new. You don't see much people doing it, you know, but and there was no real like how can I say track record of guys in South Africa, especially from the broker side. But the thing is, it's like even then it was $250 was the minimum to deposit. You know, now it's I mean zero minimum deposit. You know what I mean? So that's one. Yeah, sure. You mentioned lack of listening. You know what I mean? Literally the lack of listening, and I mean they listen to what they want to hear.
Oh yeah.
You know, they listen to, and for me that comes down to also the psychological side of it. You know what I mean? Again, sometimes your background plays a role, certain circumstances, because desperate people do desperate things to make money. That's one thing as well. It's and there's quite a combination. Really, there's a combination of things that adds to this. And I mean, it's sure like South Africa, we have a very high unemployment rate. You know, we have a very high unemployment rate. There's a lot of people in need. You know what I mean? But the sad part is that people are preying on these people in need, because people in need will part with their money quicker. You know, you don't need to sell them anything.
Sure.
You just drive past them. They will follow you. They will come to you. You know, they will come to you. Sound smart for a bit. They don't even listen, but just sound smart.
Yeah.
They will come to you, you know.
Sure. So then I think we have a lot of work to do.
So much. I mean, there's a lot of education, and it's, I think if, you know, there's a lot of education that needs to be done. Proper education.
Yeah, you know what one of the struggles that we actually have as a top trader is the amount of people asking for where should we go.
Yeah.
It's such a problem. It's such a problem. People are looking for the right mentors, looking for information. People, you can tell that people are like, they are tired and they don't know where to go. People are trying to be cautious, because majority of the times we're usually telling people, guys, be cautious.
Yeah.
Don't just jump for anything. Don't just go for anything. Do your due diligence, things like that. But I think regardless of that, there's still like a lack of education in this department, and it's heavy. It's very evident.
I think we need to learn what is the right questions to ask. You know, it's like like a very close friend of mine. I learn a lot from him on like a daily basis. You know, and you know, one thing that it's like almost every day that comes out of him is his questions. You know, when he's meeting someone new or doing a deal, at his questions. You know, at his questions, gathering as much information as possible, right? Gathering as much information as possible so you can make an informed decision. You know, that's like one side of it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, if you spoke about red flags, you know, the truth is not attractive.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Forex trading, it's yes, with high leverage, things like this, yeah, you can make a bit of money in short term, but is it sustainable? Maybe not. For some it is, for some it's not. Some make very good money, but the thing is, it is, for me, like it's a matter of, if you're thinking short term, right, we need to have a more long-term approach. I need to have a more long-term approach, asking the right questions, asking for some proof. You know what I mean? Because, there was quite a while ago whereby, and this was publicly, a person asked one of the big mentors, show me your trading account history. Show me your track record. This person got upset, because that you're not worthy to see my trading account history.
Yeah.
And these are the responses. Now for that, that's like if you go to an investment house, anywhere, whether it's any big investment house, Coronation.
Yeah.
You go there. You go to any fund manager, proper fund manager, not these guys. Fund manager, you will get a fact sheet. You will get a fact sheet.
That's their pride and joy.
Yes.
Their performance.
Yes.
What actually meant, not the car they're driving outside.
Yeah. No one cares about
No,
the
but
car.
when you're inside there,
Yeah.
like literally, it's literally their pride and joy. Like, as to look at my balance sheet, or for the year, look what I did in the past 24 months, in the past 18 months, past year, past 6 months. These are my numbers.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and we're in an industry right now where people they want to post blue screens, but that doesn't reflect your trading.
Yeah. Is your blue screen, is your screen blue for the last 2 years? Like some IBs, if you look at 2 years ago, 2 years ago they finished high school, or they were in high school. Some still is. Some are still in high school. Because yes, trading is accessible to everyone. But it does not mean everyone can do it.
Yeah.
The three of us, we can have the same ingredients, and we will make food. It will come out differently.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're a qualified chef. This is for what you studied for this, right? But how would you feel? You studied 3 years to be a chef, went through long hours at the restaurant. And here I come along, I just made a sandwich, and I'm like, I'm a qualified chef. I'm a chef. Buy my course to learn how to be a chef. You came on there, you studied and worked long hours. Like, in all honesty, how would you feel about me?
Sure.
Like, me putting out that image.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
sure,
I wouldn't sit right with you, I'm sure I wouldn't. Then I imagine how much companies, like big companies that built their track record over years, that can really call themselves fund managers, portfolio managers.
And it took time for them to arrive at that point.
Exactly.
But I think last time we had a conversation on us here in Cape Town, we were, obviously we met and we were with our other good friend, and we were just talking generally about it should not only be about when we meet as traders, we're just going to discuss traders and IBs. And we were speaking generally about, guys, let's meet online. Let's trade together.
Yeah.
Let's create a culture as people that we are looked up to in the industry. And we spoke about creating our own club.
Yeah, exactly.
Every now and then, guys, let's just meet on Teams, on Zoom, as traders.
Exactly.
And I think we're going to create a culture that people are going to learn from.
Yeah.
Because it's as if every time big traders are meeting, it's IB and deals. All the time, all the time.
No,
it's always the case. And I think we should speak the language of trading, guys. Let's just trade. Let's get our setups out there. I was talking to another gentleman as well, the same guy we were with there. And I was saying, look, dude, like as much as we are having busy schedules, and he was also talking about your setup, how he is admiring your screens and whatnot. Technology now has made things easier for us. Now you can have a 3-screen layer on a laptop.
Yeah.
You can basically have 3 screens. And you just put it in one laptop bag. You get into a coffee shop, you extend your screens.
Exactly.
There it is. There's
Exactly.
no more an excuse that I'm only gonna trade at home because I have big
Yeah.
screens at home.
Exactly.
You know, so let's create a culture we can meet anywhere and just discuss the markets, guys. What do you think is gonna happen to gold? What do you think is gonna? I'm telling you, I think that's where we need to start, because what brought us in this business was trading before IBs, before deals.
Yes.
It was the interest of these charts. So if
Exactly.
we can go back to basics, I think we can really start from there.
Exactly. I remember back then it was so like Facebook was very popular, and we had these Facebook groups, and it was that type of culture. I know in the morning I would post like a Euro USD 4-hour daily chart, and I would post my levels, and this is the levels I'm looking at, and you would get interaction on that. You would get people commenting on this, on that. Now, if you look at a lot of the IBs and mentors and traders pages, it's more cause. It's more this type of attractive thing, because charts is not attractive anymore. The core I'm driving is attractive, but not the source of it.
Yeah.
Charts are no longer sexy.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It's for me, charts is the source of it. You know, and it's sure, like, it comes down to, of course, your strategies and everything like this. But there's a few people who, yes, they go live on YouTube every day. They share their screen, they trade with you, actual live accounts, They actually follow through with this process. Not the signal group or not this. These can be derived from different places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I knew some people that they join your signal group, but I have my own signal group, and I just copy and paste those signals.
Standard procedure.
Yeah, no,
There are a lot of PTY limiteds that got birthed out of that strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen people that post a buy on the signal group, but on social media, buy a
something
stop
different.
loss, screenshot of a sell, taking show like a buy on this phone and a sell on this phone.
That one is very personal to me, Robin.
You took him from experience.
Yes,
from experience.
actual experience. And I was shocked the day when I figured out the whole thing, because
I thought you did it.
no.
I thought he was
Put
involved
a
in
disclaimer there.
two phones.
no. I remember it was 3,000 rand for those signals. Still salty about that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't working at the time, so this was like, the plan. I'm gonna eat payday every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be.
see where you're going
It's
now.
gonna be nice now.
Yeah,
I see where you're
I
going
paid
now.
the 3K, but with the 3K, it was 1,500 from me, 1,500 from my friend.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we'll just obviously, you know how
Exactly.
these things go.
Yeah.
Got into the signal group. How? We're not making money for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
No, man, there's a day where, like, when I actually realized, like, the signal that came into the group and what was posted on Instagram was two different things. I was so confused. I'm like, but. Then I was like, no, actually, let me just scroll. And I was just scrolling, trying to match dates. As I'm matching dates, it's like by chance something would match. Now I'm just trying to match the direction now. It's just like, yes, it was just so messy. Just so messy, yeah. But, man.
But for me, like, it comes back to what we mentioned earlier is the psychology of something. You weren't working. You and your friend, you guys came together and said, you 1.5, me 1.5. We come. You guys, why? Because, of course, now you thought this was gonna lead to something good. You were sold.
Yeah.
You were sold. And let's just say you had let's say 200K, just sitting there, like, in your bank account. Would you have given 3,000 rand so easily for that signal group? You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, you would have, and I don't blame people, because people are they are in that circumstance. You know, it's like if you hustling and sure, like circumstances have you and sure, like this is talking from like personal experience. You know, you make decisions out of sure, like that place where you are. You know what I mean? But if you had the resource, man, that's when you have time. You have, no, I need to think about this. I need to do my proper research. I need to ask this guy, can I get a free trial of your group? You know what I mean? Can I match things up with your past history? I'm sure like a fact sheet, so to say, of your signals. That's when you will see, you know. But the guys that have the curtain up, I don't know, sure, like it's nice inside here. Look at the posters. But you must pay before you get in. You know, once you pay, you in. You paid already. No refunds. You know, it's a flip, man. It's a magic show.
Yeah.
It's a magic show.
Yeah, no, such a mess.
No.
Gee. Yeah, no, but it's fine, eh? It's fine.
It's fine.
What else am I going to
Your
say?
3K is fine. Your 3K paid for someone's car installment.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
No.
His car installment is probably 3K.
You know, but man, it's like I said earlier. If you see the business opportunity for some, in their heads, man, I'm gonna take it because it's either you're gonna give your money to me or to someone else. Let me, sure, like your money's safe with me, it's fine. You know, brokers, because the masses of clients are with these guys, so to say, because you can sell someone something, listen, but you can still get a Ferrari. Look at the long-term game. They can sell you the long-term game. You're losing now for the long term. You're losing for the long term. And they can sell you the long-term game, you know, whereby they move you from, or they keep you in this type of space. You know what I mean? And now brokers are, yes, they are desperate to get a certain market share, which to them even is attractive.
Sure.
You know, because it's like, sure, I've been in the brokerage space for quite some time now. And when you work as a salesperson in a broker, you get instruction, you get as much IBs, sure, like IBs clients on board, and as much deposits on board. Right, that's your sole focus each and every day. Right now, man, you as like a BD or like an account manager at the broker, you need to meet your targets as well. You know what I mean? You need to meet your targets, so you will fight for your IB. That is, listen, this guy needs 10K for X, Y, Z. He needs to attract this client, that client. So it all literally plays together. You know what I mean? From the desperation of the client to the lifestyle that is being showcased from the IB to the broker that needs to push targets, because the broker needs to pay bills, man. Like. Check with MetaQuotes how much is MT5 every month. You know, check with the CRM. Like salaries need to pay. So like this needs to be paid. You know, so they have things that they need to pay as well, and that desperation is, how can I say, like it causes a cycle, not just within. It's the IBs. A lot of people blame. It's the IBs. But for me, I'd blame, yes, it's the clients as well. It's the normal people as well. Yes, it's the IB, and yes, it's the broker. You know, it's, I mean, everyone is entertaining everyone these days. But for me, the sad part is who's the one that's really affected.
Sure.
Is the desperate person that gave away his 3K, like he's 1.5 and his friend's 1.5.
I mean, it worked out
You know?
eventually.
You know, and it
but I
comes
get
down to
you.
it. And for me, it's sure, like, and this is from my experience, right? And which is also limited in a sense, but if you know, sure, like that's like a 3-legged stool. If one leg breaks and stops, that system stops. You know what I mean? If brokers, they stop giving upfront payments, big like retainer deals, big net deposit deals, big marketing deals, right? And it's literally just to feed the IB's lifestyle. If these guys stop this, IBs are forced to provide good education if they can. You know what I mean? And yes, there will be those ones that's left that actually attract good clients that actually want to learn. Especially from the like from the client side, from the person, if he literally like checks the red flags. You know what I mean? If he takes his time, yes, you are in a circumstance, you know, you want to be making more money, you have to make ends meet. This is the way now. But if we literally just step back, sit ourselves back a little bit, you know what I mean, and consciously do something, you know, and not just this is gonna be the way out for now, you know, but do your your proper research, not on let me zoom in on this guy's car, is this his number plate, is this rented or anything like this, you know. These things, cars and stuff, these things do not matter, you know what I mean. But it's the actual skill that you will learn from that IB or from that mentor, the proper mentor, so to say. And there's a lot, like the one thing that I can say, there's a lot of proper mentors out there.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
There's a lot of proper
So
mentors
true.
out there. We are fortunate as South Africans. We are very smart people. That's the one thing that I can say. We are very, very smart people, right? We are very smart people, and we use this intellect really just for the good, because this is a very funny thing, but I believe a country with so much scams, there's like quite a bit of crime going on. Man, to be a criminal, you have to be smart to be a criminal.
Yeah.
You can't be, you have to be smart to be a criminal, man. Like the planning that goes on to do these crimes.
Yeah.
Like you have to be, there's quite a bit of criminals that work harder than honest people. No, serious. There's criminals that work harder than honest people. Man, these guys are working while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
They got bills to pay.
Yeah, they're sleeping. And there's a famous quote that says, if you, let's say, it's like if you're a drug addict, you will do whatever it takes to get your next fix. You know what I mean? And like for some people, it's like, you let the drug addict outwork you at something. You know what I mean? You cannot let that thing happen. You know what I mean? You cannot, because they make ends meet somehow for their one goal. Yes, everything else is lost, but for that goal they make it meet. You know, I think like if we use that type of focus, you know what I mean, and it's possible within everyone. You know, if you use that type of focus with trading, learn how to trade, man. Even if you use moving averages, it's not attractive. Manage your risk, you know, and like the psychological part of it. You know what I mean? Literally just the psychological part of it. Because once you have that, your strategy doesn't matter much. Honestly, I've seen profitable people using 2 moving averages.
Yeah.
I've I asked someone today. I've been watching him for the last 2 years, man. And I asked him, man, just be honest with me quickly. Just be very honest with me. What's your trading strategy? Because I'm part of his group and stuff like that, right? Every day, he will post his chart. It will be like, this is the levels I'm watching. And I asked him today, man, what is the strategy you're using? He's like, listen, Robin, 1 hour support and resistance.
Simple.
Yeah. If it breaks my level, I take action. If it rejects my level, I take action.
That's it.
And he has patience on to wait for that thing.
I think we've spoken to the same person.
Yeah.
It's Safwan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
I've been watching him for 2 years.
He was here yesterday.
Okay.
Gee.
Okay.
Like simple. It's like that's all I do.
Yeah, but you know, like even flipping a coin, you can be profitable.
Yeah.
Just flipping a coin.
If I've done this before, I have done this before. I built an EA, right? Built an EA. That's what I say. With 2 moving averages, you can be profitable. I built an EA with some risk management features to it, right? So like fixed stop loss, so like TP1, 2, 3. There's some trading stop functions and everything like this, right? Like very good risk management features in it. But the core buy and sell instruction is just a cross of the EMA.
Yeah.
Sure, put this thing on, man. Like I back tested that thing for the last 2 years. I did not blow that account.
Yeah.
I did not blow that account purely because thing is especially with an EA, there's no psychological thing involved there. It doesn't think, there's no emotions, you know what I mean? Like it just acts like this, you know? The only thing that it needs is an instruction and risk management. That's trading manually. Your emotions get involved in this whole business. It's like maybe you had an argument with your girlfriend. Now you get to the charts. You're like, this girl, I'm gonna show, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna pitch up there with a Lambo. You can't wait for the crossover. You know what I mean? And then it happens. You know what I mean? Emotional. There's a lot of emotional triggers. You know, and if you cannot master those things, there's ways to move around it. Right? And that's why it's even in the last 2 years now with EAs as well. Buy my bot. Don't worry to trade, but that's becoming a selling point now.
I think it's the latest selling point because I think people realize that lifetime services are kind of just dying out. Now you can't just
looking for creative ways
now
to go about it.
And that was my next question to you. Like, what are your thoughts on like this sudden rise in? I feel like it's a sudden. Obviously, we knew EAs and robots were always there, but I feel like just past couple of months, it's just like rocketed up. People are like, everything is just being automated.
Exactly. It's just with the new rise of AI. And everything. People's like you know the trend, but still, for me, it comes down to how can I say to human behavior. And also to simple psychology. You know, they've sold that this EA will provide instant results. Will provide instant results. You don't have to do anything anymore. You know what I mean? You just plug in, you walk away. When you come back, instant money.
Isn't that the dream, though?
Yeah, that's the dream.
That's the dream,
you know,
right?
But for me, you can guarantee the dream. Right? How is when you put 100 rand on the table, you walk out, you come back, there will be money. Because you left the money on the table. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's especially with these things, so like that's what I say, with us South Africans, we are very smart. We work very hard. And sometimes we work very hard at the wrong things. You know, because show me someone who can sell something that doesn't work. Show me someone. It will be a South African. It will be a South African. Something that does not.
Yeah, I think we'd be like second on the list after our Nigerian brothers, though.
Man, like we can give those guys a run for their money.
Yeah, but most of them, it's not like they're selling anything.
No,
they're taking.
Yeah.
With us, we're selling services and.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally, like we will give him selling. We will give those guys a run, a real run. Even the beggar on the street, man, he has his pitch. He has a pitch.
And they've got their price points.
Yeah, he has a pitch. He has his unique selling point there. You know, why you should help me, no one else. You know what I mean?
That is so true. Even the guys that are on heavily on drugs, they find solutions, man. I don't know if I've spoken about this before, of a guy who was seeing a problem of cockroaches, of rats.
Okay.
So he was saying that, no, man, he went to a saloon and he was like, I'm selling a poison for rats. So this guy was an addict. So he said, I'm selling poison for rats. And the saloon owner was like, no, we don't have rats issues here, so we don't need your services. He said, no, I'll provide the rats.
Yeah.
So that's how creative. So I kind of agree with you. That
I mean,
South
if
Africans,
you, I mean, that's the best. That's the best business model. I provide the problem,
I provide the problem
and then I provide the solution.
And I think that's what we have in the training industry.
It's like for me, it was with it was in COVID. This PPE, man, those guys coin.
Oh,
Those guys coin.
people
Yeah.
eat.
Guys coin, and I think you can come up with a lot of conspiracies and things like this, but it's like and I mean we've been sold since way back in on sure, like a lot of things.
Sure.
On a lot of things, and this is why do you need the latest like sneaker or this or that, you know what I mean? Because you've been conditioned that these things will make you feel good. You know what I mean? You've been conditioned in whatever marketing of anything, you know. Why it's like we've all seen the whole like the whole Chinese tariff type of thing, and we've with some brands we've now seen where they came from.
Yeah.
We've now seen out of which factory they have come from, you know? And why buy this massive expensive brand for a t-shirt that I'm sure I'm like this will cost like $300, but from another store the same t-shirt will cost you $5, you know?
Basically buying the name.
Same thing, you buying the brand name, something that has been literally there was a social experiment with this. You know, they branded the store, made it to look like it's high end.
Oh yeah.
They
so
put
high. I saw
cheap
that.
products in there, and people paid money. There was even celebrities that they were praising these things. This thing feels like this and feels like this. You know,
Even the motor industry, I mean, big brands that we brag about, they're from Germany. You find that most of their manufacturers are in China. You look at even iPhones.
yeah.
Most of the volume is coming from China. But if I say go buy an iPhone from China, you will say, nah, I don't want a Chinese phone.
I don't want a Chinese.
I don't want a fake one.
I don't want a fake one. But where does the originals come from?
You know?
You know?
Yeah, so I think it's all psychological. It's all psychological.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And I mean, there's the few at the top that is profiting from playing at the psychological thing. And then, I mean, if you become even partly, and it goes so much deeper. I mean, it's like when you walk in the store, right? In any store, if I can tell you that the color of a certain, like a certain shelf plays a role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If these guys said they want to sell more of this shoe, they will put it in a certain light, X, Y, Z. There's a lot of, there's so much ways on how to make. When you step in that store, you'll only see this, that, or that. You know, that's why they say the most profitable, like industry, like sectors is if you play on woman's beauty, man's lust, old people's need for health.
Sure.
Those three things. You know, and we've seen those three things incorporate, well, two of the three mainly incorporated within our IB space.
Sure.
You know, you get like influencers, they flaunting everything else but the charts. You know, they're putting candlesticks strategically on places, you know, and these things play a role, you know.
Sure, that is so powerful. You know, the other day when we went to a grocery store, you saw I picked up Red Bull.
Oh yeah.
I actually didn't want it. I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
I kid you know, like I didn't want that Red Bull.
I actually have a friend. I forgot what the name of the job it is.
Yeah.
They do that.
Yeah.
It's their job. Like, let's say your big chain stores.
Sure.
It's their job to decide, okay, no, look, when you walk into Checkers, this is how checkers is layered
Yeah.
from beginning to end. Why that's there? It's not the it's not the employees who decide.
Yeah.
No, this
I
goes here.
teach you not. Like I walked in, I saw Red Bull. I was like, nah, man. Plus, it's rainy. I have flu.
Yeah.
I will see it. I go to the next shelf. I'm seeing a green one. It's like, oh, this thing. Then I ignore it. We go to the next shelf. I kid you not. On a piece there on top, I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, man.
Yeah.
There's got to be something with this. And I found myself taking it.
Yeah.
And after taking it, when we go pay at the shelves there, I see another one. And I felt good at all. At least I took action.
Yeah.
And you followed suit as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. No,
So,
exactly.
but you see-
you are his influencer.
he used my link.
Yeah, exactly. And you know that's why in most stores when you walk in, not in a rush.
Yeah.
Just when you walk in and thinking, I'm sure I clear your mind because especially this world's problems cloud our minds too much. But when you clear your mind, the essential things are in the back of the store.
yeah.
For you to walk past all these things. You know?
That's where you get tempted.
Yeah, exactly. And but the thing is you can be tempted. There's a difference to being tempted than giving in.
Okay.
You know, because it's you ultimately you the one taking action. You know, yes, some people can try to make you believe you need this, that, and that for now. They create a problem in you. You know what I mean? Because I mean, sure, like pharmaceutical industry, they do it a lot, and I'm sure like they cause a lot, they do a lot. You know, that's the supply and demand thing. You know, there's a
Good
lot of
business
industries
model.
that create the demand for something and they supply. You know, so these things I mean, that's why it's like, especially with the trading industry, it's there's so much incorporated into this thing. It's like if you look at like a company's brand book, you know, the colors, the shade of colors is chosen down, not to just blue, but blue F-0952. You know, that specific shade of blue, because this speaks to calmness and this and that when you're reading these things. You know what I mean? Everything plays a specific role. You know what I mean?
Even pricing, this 1999. Like 99 rand, 999. And you just think, no, this thing is just 90 rand.
Yeah, like people think it's an Indian thing. 599, you know? But that's a specific thing because your brain only registers that first number.
Yeah.
Your brain only registers that first one there. It's like, and you will believe you still, I mean, it has now changed from back then it used to be 95 and I was 99, or back then it used to be 99, I was 95. You know, it's, I'm sure it's one or two, but then again, if you look at it and you really ask yourself, when did you actually look at pricing? You know, people look at need over pricing, or they think they need it over pricing. You know, it's like we spoke about the car industry, and people can't afford a certain BMW. They'll make a plan. They will make a plan to own that thing. You know, because they don't look at the pricing of something, what it's gonna cost them. You know, it's like TV. You don't think about it in this way, but watching TV for 6 hours a day, that is costing you something. That's the cost of something. What are you consuming?
Yeah, except this show, guys. except
Like this is educational.
Yeah,
This is educational.
this is educational. So you can put it part of the 6 hours.
This is educational.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
But
Yeah.
it's you know now. Now all of these things, right? Literally all of these things had conditions our mind in this world, right? When we related back to trading, man, you put in a buy now instantly. That's why news event trading, stuff like that is so much popular. You know what I mean? No, it's so popular because it's like back then when I used to work very closely on like the dealing desk of the broker.
Yeah.
Right? man, you would see when it's NFP, you would see the positions go from maybe the broker has 1,000 positions open, like let's say like 2 hours before NFP. The closer to NFP, you will see how the rev goes up. It goes up. And I mean, just before NFP, I'm sure like it's over 7, 8, 9,000 positions.
Sure.
Just after NFP, that thing will drop down back to 4,000 or 3,000. You know what I mean? With a lot of people, like it's have not seen, and sure, like I've been involved with quite a few like IBs and things like that. I have not seen a lot of people trade news events over a long period of time. I've not seen this, you know, but still people are selling it like they're consistent. You know what I mean? And same thing, we are being sold as to the instant, like the instant profits, you know, the instant porridge. It's like back then, it's like, I mean, like our mothers or our parents used to make porridge and they used to spend like, these guys used to spend quite some time making that thing. Now, it's instant porridge. You know, no one has time to, or they think they don't have time anymore for certain things.
So true.
You know, but if you really break it down, man, you have time. You know, you have resources. You know what I mean? Your resource may not be money, because that's what they make you believe, is that money is the only resource.
Yeah.
But you have other resources as well. You know what I mean? And yes, it comes back to where we spoke to right at the beginning. It's like everyone tends to just blame something else. You know what I mean? Not to say you must blame yourself, but it may not be someone else. You know what I mean? No one forced you to buy gold with NFP, and that thing hit your, not your stop loss, the margin called you straight. You know what I mean? Not someone else.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that was Robin Benting in the building.
I'm just thinking, like, we never even introduced you, like so much information that even we passed through the introduction. But you are a friend of the show.
We can put the thing down there.
And your link and your IB link.
My IB link.
Nah, let's get to the crux of the matter, because that is exactly what the show is about. You know? And I hope you guys at home really did take something away from this conversation. Guys, we're still in Cape Town. This is actually our final shoot in Cape Town.
Leave the best for last.
That's so true. That is so true. It's been 1 week.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And we enjoyed our stay. And we want to also thank everybody that came. You know, who honored their invitation. Because you guys also took your precious time to come here and share your story.
And we were far out.
I know we are.
We need to mention that.
We are in Wakanda.
You guys are in the mountains.
They call it Wakanda. We're in Wakanda,
but we need to get everyone away from the city, just like, you know.
It's also part of marketing.
Exactly. But that's a beautiful place.
We're dealing with psychology.
Honestly, this is a beautiful place, man. There's no distractions here. No distractions.
Definitely.
No one. You can trade freely.
But thank you so much, Robin.
You guys are welcome.
A call on you is never a call that's gone wrong.
Sure.
For real. It really is. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. There's certain people in the industry, but I'll share this one day, not today, you know. But there's just certain people in the industry who's just got genuine hearts. And it goes down to the people who talk about you when you're not in the room. And I know you're definitely one of them. And keep it up. Keep it up. And
these are legends in the industry.
Literally.
Man. I think I met Robin 5 years ago now, Infonox days.
That's 5-6 years ago. 5-6 years
legends.
ago.
They're not making noise.
Yeah, I used to hear about this Robin guy. I was like,
Oh, you used to just hear that.
but no, guys, Robin this. I'm like, hey, who's this Robin guy?
Yeah. Is it the Robin Hoods from the hood or what's happening, man?
Nah, guys, we take from brokers and give to the traders.
That's a good one.
Nah, but it's a pleasure, honestly. Like I always try to take my time to really speak to someone, really listen to someone.
Sure.
You know, you can't do it for everyone, right? But to those that really like want to learn, you know. But you know, most people that I've seen, they sure, like the truth is a hard pill to swallow. Now, and especially that this industry is not attractive. There's some people in this industry that is how can I say, they're not there for your best interest and etc.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But it's still your responsibility to do your due diligence. And yeah, like I said, I think about it very consciously, especially because there's a lot of like people here that is, they fall for new things, right? And this industry presents a good opportunity.
Yeah.
You won't grasp that opportunity if you didn't have a proper introduction. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's like if you really do research, take your time. You know what I mean? You will actually really make it. Like I've seen a lot of people that they quiet on social media. They live normal lives. They are trading. They are making their money. They are trading. They are living the trader's dream. The only difference with them, they don't feel the need to sell it. You know, that is their jobs. You know what I mean? I don't go to work and be like, I made 2K today or this. You know what I mean? Come and show you how. Buy my course, you know. But it's really, sure, it comes down to these small principles, you know what I mean? And yeah, like to consciously think about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, guys. It's been an honor.
Yeah.
An honor.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And on that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. They're still here, gang. We still
Yes.
see you.
Yes.
From myself, El Presidente,
And it's Mbani.
and we're out.
Yeah.
Cheers.